Hello students. Today we are going to deal a topic from chapter 7, functions of promoters. In your previous class you might have studied about meaning of promoters, but still for the continuation we will just revise the meaning of promotion and who is a promoter or who are the promoters. As we know, to form a company there are 3 steps. That is, first one is promotion stage, second one is incorporation stage, and third one is capital raising stage. So first step to form a joint stock company is promotion stage. So what exactly promotion is? Promotion is the first step in the formation of a company. It involves discovering a business idea and taking an initiative to form a company. That is, the persons who are interested to start a company, they will discover one idea or they will find out a business opportunity, and that business opportunity they will convert it into the form of a physical product or a tangible product or a intangible service. That is, discovering a business idea and giving that business idea a form of a company, that is to manufacture a product or to render a service. Any person or a group of persons or even a company may have discovered an opportunity. If such a person or a group of persons or a company proceeds to form a company, then they are said to be the promoters of the company. There might be an individual person, there might be a group, or there might be a company itself which undertakes a business idea, which undertakes a opportunity and converts that opportunity into a product or a service. Then for those individual person or a group or a company, we call them as promoters. So promoters play a very important role in the initial stage of a company, that is which product to manufacture or which service to render. That is why the first step is very important in formation of a company, because there are so many legal formalities to be completed, and this is the stage where lot of research is to be done, and that research is to be done by the promoters, where they find out the market for the product, they find out the feasibility, they decide the name of the company, they register the company. So many formalities are completed in the first step itself. That is what we call it as promotion of a company. And the persons who discover this idea might be an individual person, might be a group, or might be a company who discovers the business idea and gives it in the form or commercializes that particular idea. We call them as promoter or promoters. So what are the functions of promoters? The first function of promoters is identification of business opportunity. The first and foremost activity of a promoter is to identify a business opportunity. If persons are interested to start a company, that company might wish to manufacture a particular product, or that wish to might be to render a service. That itself we call it as business opportunity. So the first activity done by the promoters is finding out which product to manufacture or which service to render. The opportunity may be in the respect of producing a new product or service, or making some product available through a different channel, or any other opportunity having an investment potential. So it might be a product, or it might be a service, or it might be a available product is already available, but you are finding out a new channel of distribution, or finding out a new investment proposal or a new investment potential. Such opportunity is then analyzed to see its technical and economic feasibility. So once the business opportunity is identified, that is, if we come up with a XYZ product, yes, this product will be accepted by the society, or this product has a market, then that particular finalized business opportunity, product or a service, it has to undergo technical and economic feasibility. Second one is feasibility studies. Once the product is identified, once the business opportunity is finalized, the second step or the second function of promoters is feasibility studies. So what is feasibility? It may not be feasible or profitable to convert all identified business opportunity into real projects. The promoters therefore undertake detailed feasibility studies to investigate all aspects of the business they intend to start. Depending upon like for example, the promoters might have manufactured the thought of manufacturing a particular product or a rendering a particular service. Suppose we take an example of manufacturing some product. So when they have decided that business opportunity, they have to look into that particular product from different aspects, whether machineries are available or no, whether people are ready to invest the money into the project or no. So there are feasibility studies. Feasibility studies means, if I take up this particular product to manufacture, whether this particular business opportunity is profitable or no. Am I in a position, if today if I decide this product to manufacture, whether I will be earning profit or no? This is called as feasibility study. Now, depending upon the nature of the product, the following feasibility studies may be undertaken. So first one feasibility study is, the first feasibility study is technical feasibility. Sometimes an idea may be good but technically not possible to execute. There may be that is because the required raw material or technology is not easily available. Technical feasibility means what? Here, the process which is involved in converting the raw material into finished product. So technical feasibility might be the production process, the know-how, the machineries which are available. That itself we call it as technical feasibility. Suppose today if I have undertaken one business opportunity, I have decided, I have finalized, and the machineries itself is not available, the production process is very difficult. At that time, no doubt your product is profitable, your product is accepted by the society or may be accepted by the society, but there are problems with technical feasibility. At that time, promoters need to drop the particular decided business opportunity and go for the next one. Second one is financial feasibility. Every business activity requires funds. The promoters have to estimate the fund requirements for the identified business opportunity. If the required outlay for the project is so large that it cannot easily be arranged within the available means, the project has to be given up. As we know, money is the lifeblood of every business. You cannot imagine to start any business without money. So funds are required. That is why economic feasibility becomes very necessary when promoters take up a project. So whether the required opportunity, required product is to be funded, might be financial institutions, might be raising funds from general public, or might be from venture capitalist. So promoters need to undergo economic feasibility. If they decide to manufacture a product, what are the sources from where they can get the required funds for their project? That is financial feasibility. Third one is economic feasibility. Sometimes it so happens that a project is technically viable and financially feasible, but the chance of it being profitable is very little. Economic feasibility talks about the cost involved in the project and how much profit you are going to get. Suppose required technology is also available. There are people who are ready to invest money in your projects, but your project itself is not profitable, or it is giving you inadequate profits. The profits are not sufficient to meet the cost. At that time, you need to drop the project, the decided business opportunity, and go for the next one. In such cases as well, the idea may have to be abandoned. Promoters usually take the help of experts to conduct these studies. Now promoters don't have this much of time or expertise to undertake all these feasibility studies. So what they do, they hire expertise in different fields, and they undertake these feasibility studies to know whether the project is viable, whether the project is profitable, or whether the project is feasible. The third important function of promoter is name approval. Now, first function is identifying business opportunities, that is which product to manufacture or which service to render. Second important function is the decided product or the decided business opportunity, whether it is technically viable, whether it is financially feasible, or whether it is economically viable or feasible or no. That is the second function of promoters. The third important function of promoters is approving the name of the company. The promoters have to select a name for the company and submit an application to the registrar of companies of the state in which the registered office of the company is to be situated for its approval. So naming a company is very important. As I have told in my previous classes, that one of the previous classes, that if it is a private company, the word private limited is important. If it is a public company, then the word limited is important. So deciding the name of the company is a very crucial aspect for the company. So they have to decide the name, and that name, decided name, has to be sent with an application to the registrar of companies. Now every state has got a registered office, companies registrar office, so you have to send it there with the finalized name and the application to finalize the approving the name of the company. Now here, to avoid some consequences, there might be similarity in your names, or the name is already in existence. So promoters need to finalize decide three names in order of their priority, and send an application to the registrar. So they have to send three names as the order of preference, uh, in their priority given in the application to the registrar of companies. So third important function of promoters is name approval. Fourth one is fixing up signatories to the memorandum of association. Now memorandum of association is one of the important document or charter document of the company, which decides its objectives, its jurisdiction, or which decides what exactly the aim of the company. So that particular document need to be signed by whom? So we'll see, promoters have to decide about the members who will be signing the memorandum of association of the proposed company. Usually the people signing memorandum are also the first directors of the company. Their written consent to act as directors and to take up the qualification shares in the company is necessary. So who signs the memorandum of association? It is the first directors of the company who sign the memorandum of association. And signing the memorandum of association is must, because without which you cannot get certificate of incorporation. And when a person is willing to become a director of a new company, he has to give his written consideration, or he has to give his written consent that he is interested to become the director, and he is going to purchase some shares as qualifying shares or qualification shares in the new company, which is must. So fixing up signatories to memorandum of association is the fourth important function of promoters. So memorandum of association is one of the important document which is required at the time of registration of company, and that document is must be signed by the some people or some important people. Who are those people? That is the first directors of the company, and promoters themselves can become the first directors of the company. And one important condition to become the first directors of the company is they have to give their written consent, and they have to buy some shares as qualification shares to become the director of the company. So fourth important function is fixing up the signatories to the memorandum of association. Fifth one is appointment of professionals. Now this is the initial stage of starting a joint stock company, and there are so many legal aspects required to perform at the initial stage. So some professionals, either it might be accountants, or either it might be chartered accountants, or either it might be some professional bankers, or either it might be auditors. So all those professionals need to be appointed. They should have a contract with the company. That is fifth important function of the directors. Certain professionals such as mercantile bankers, auditors, etc. are appointed by the promoters to assist them in the preparation of necessary documents which are required to be with the registrar of companies. The names and addresses of the shareholders and the number of shares allotted to each is submitted to the registrar in a statement called return of allotment. Sixth one is preparation of necessary documents. Now, there are certain documents to be prepared at this particular stage. The first important document I have already told, memorandum of association. Second one is articles of association and consent of directors. So all these documents need to be prepared by the promoters, and it becomes as one of the important functions of promoters. The promoters takes up steps to prepare certain legal documents which have to be submitted under the law to the registrar of the companies for getting the company registered. Now, to get the company incorporated or to get the company registered under the Companies Act 1956, promoters need to prepare certain documents, and they are to be submitted in the prescribed form. Which are those documents? First one is memorandum of association, articles of association, and consent of directors. You will be studying these documents, especially memorandum of association and articles of association, much in detail. So which are the functions of promoters? First one is identification of business opportunity. Second one is conducting three feasible studies. There are more feasible studies, but you will be studying only three: technical feasibility, financial feasibility, and economic feasibility. Third one is approving the name of the company. They have to direct, promoters need to give three names in their priority, in the order of their priority, to the registrar of companies with a application, and then registrar will approve the name. So third one is name approval. Fourth one is fixing up signatories to the memorandum of association. Without memorandum of association, no company can get registered with the registrar of companies. So that important document need to be signed by the first directors of the company. First directors of the company should give their written consent why they are interested to become the director, and they have to purchase qualification shares. Fifth one is appointment of professionals, bankers, auditors, chartered accountants needs to be appointed. They should enter into a contract with the company, so their appointment is must. And last one is preparation of necessary documents to get the company registered with the registrar of companies. The promoters need to prepare memorandum of association and articles of association, and also they need to submit consent of directors. Thank you.